But the most important part of the question is if the picture's still up. Hey everybody, welcome to Shooting the with Yankee. As always, I'm Yankee, so let's start shooting. Today's topic is an easy one. It's should semi-automatics be legal? And I know most people will say yes to that, but here's the more important part of the question. The second part, would you own one if they were? Do you want to own one? If you did own it, would you actually shoot it? Or is fully automatic something that's more fun in principle than practice? Let me know what you think. And as always, I'll start us off. I would own them if they made them, because here, keep in mind, if they were legal, they'd be no more expensive than a regular AR. Just any AR you could get, it wouldn't be hard to make it fully automatic. So I would have them, a couple of them, just because I only have a few ARs now. I'd get me a few, and I'm sure there'd be conversion kits on the market once they became able to be fully automatic. So I would have some, but they wouldn't be for shooting. They wouldn't be for fun, because I don't find fully automatic weapons to be fun. I think they are more difficult to control when you're shooting that way. You can't get any real precision when you're shooting that way. And it wastes a crap ton of ammo and a crap ton of money. One of the things that bothers me more than anything else is in zombie movies when they're shooting on full auto. And I'm like, why did you shoot at those two zombies in full auto? You spent 20 rounds on each of them when you could have put it in single shot and got each of them in the head with one round. Just irritates the crap out of me when my zombie movies aren't realistic. So my answer to it is yes, of course, they should be legal. I think everyone in here will agree on that. But I myself, even though I would own some, wouldn't really be interested in them, wouldn't really be shooting them, don't find them fun, and I think they're a huge waste of money. 3-round burst, now that's a little different. I like 3-round burst. But full auto, not for me. Let's go over here to the comment section and see if anybody else is weighing in, see what they got to say. Mr. Furley said, recently fired full auto. Fun, can't justify cost. Yeah, it's very expensive. You go shoot a fully automatic rifle at one of these places that lets you shoot full autos, and it's expensive to do it. And one of the main reasons is you're shooting a ton of ammo in a very short time. Even if they reload their ammo, which most of these places do, it's still expensive. So it costs. I don't want to do that. I have a hard time just going to the range with a normal gun and shooting a normal amount of ammo these days with the price of ammo. So Dale Rickety said, only for fun. See, I don't find it fun at all. I find it much more fun to try to get precise single shots than I do to go because there's no skill in it doesn't do nothing for me. So I don't think it's fun. It just, all I do is cry about the ammo, just tears the whole time. Because I'm cheap. It's hard for a cheapskate like me to spend that money. Johnny Mandrick said, not really, no real use for one, and ammo is expensive, maybe in 22 long rifle. And that's another thing, you could get a 22. I don't know how well they would feed in a full automatic. It'd be fun to see if you could make them into a practical fully automatic. I don't know if it would be very easy to do with a rimmed cartridge. Seems like there would probably be a lot of mechanical things there that I am not capable of thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody out there who knows maybe could let us know what would be the mechanical issues with making a 22 fully automatic. Maybe they start making rimless 22s for automatic 22s. That would be cool. And don't say, oh, 5.56 is 22. No, not even close to the same fucking thing as far as the casing. And that's you, Go Shadow. I'm talking to you. Sounds like something you'd say. Let's see here. Tim Allen says, no, I have no use for a full auto rifle. I don't care if other people have them. So he means no, he doesn't want one. No, they shouldn't be legal. He thinks they should be legal. He just doesn't want one. Kind of like, I'd have them if they're the same price as regular ARs and stuff, which they should be. If they were the regular, if AKs were the same price for full auto, well, yeah, I'd have them, just like I have a couple of AKs and a couple of ARs. I don't have them because I like to shoot ARs or AKs. I have them in case something goes wrong and I need them. Same thing would be with the full autos. I just wouldn't go out shooting them. I hardly ever shoot my ARs or my AKs. Very seldom. Usually when there's a guest over. It's kind of like going to Multnomah Falls. You know, when people come and visit us and we take them to Multnomah Falls, and they're like, you're so lucky that you get to see this anytime you want. I'm like, well, yeah, I see it about as much as you do because I only see it when you visit. So it's the same thing with ARs. The only time I shoot them is if I got somebody over who wants to shoot them. Practical Bacon says, select fire, absolutely. Full auto, only not as much. Yeah, well, I think if it was going to be full auto, I think they would be select fire. Although it is much easier just to make something full auto than it is select fire. So I would want select fire, definitely. I will say that. Dale Rickety, and yes, they should be legal. Oh, yeah, he added that. He didn't say that in his first one. Edgar Cortez says, I have no use personally for a fully automatic rifle. Me either, not really. But I'd still want a couple around. Just like I said, like I have AKs and ARs around, even though I don't enjoy the platform. I think it's important to have a few, you know, to arm yourself and others if you need to. Sean Bain. He was born in the dark. I have no use personally for a. Oh, wait, I just read that. Sean Bain said, should they be legal? Years. I think he means yes. Do I want one? No. Pocket Sand weighed in. Yes, they should be. As I would as in skilled hands. I don't think that's what he meant to type. They are very useful in certain circumstances. Would much prefer select fire, though. I like options. Same here. If I got one, I want it to be select fire. I don't want a full shoot fully automatic. Don't want that to be my only option. With practice, you do single shots, 3-round burst, too complicated with ratchet mechanism in the trigger group. I could manage single shots with the M249. With practice, you do single shots. 3-round burst, yeah, well, the 3-round burst would be more complicated, but I would love to have a 3-round burst gun. My not that I own one, but my binary trigger is kind of just a couple pulls, and it's like it's like shoots 4 rounds. It's like a 3-round burst. Not that I own one. That was about something else there. DM Faust used his member chat, said, I want 3-round burst unless it's a Thompson, the auto. Yeah, I'd like a Thompson. If I might buy a Thompson in fully auto. Just the heck, because I've always wanted a Thompson. Never bought a Thompson. Don't own a Thompson. If there was an option to get one in fully auto, I'd probably have a Thompson. That would be like the exception, I think, to the rule there. In my case, at least. And possibly Mr. Fat Salamis. Gummy Wuzzle weighed in here and says, full auto is for squad tactics. No other benefit. Yeah, pretty much. I guess legal if you want to waste money. Me, no, said Mikey D. Richard Wilson. Why does that name always sound familiar? Like, did I go to school with a Richard Wilson? I know I went with a Tommy Wilson. He kind of got on my nerves. But what was I saying? Where was I at? Where was I at? Oh, Richard Wilson. No, they should not be. And yes, in 22. No, they should not be legal. And yes, in 22 long rifle. He wants one, but he don't think they should be legal. And like I said, I don't know about the making them in a rimmed cartridge, how effective that would be. Gummy Wuzzle said, would you want one and should they be legal are 2 different questions. That's why I said, that's why I made it a 2-part question. I would have said, yes, they should be legal. Okay. It's meant to be a two questions. That's kind of the whole point. Like, it's kind of like, do you think marijuana should be legal? And would you smoke it if it was? 2 questions, but they kind of are related to each other. Kenneth Donaldson said, full auto, yes, I want one. Well, we got someone there definitely wants one. He must have a lot of money to spend on ammo. I don't got that kind of money to spend on ammo. Must be nice to be Mr. Moneybags over there. Chunky D said, yes and yes, but I wouldn't shoot it on full auto. Just have it in case you need it, kind of a thing. Me too. Boss Hug says, yes, I want an M240 in the bed of a Ford Ranger. We'll get the Ford Ranger. If you're going to get the Ford Ranger to do that, get the Ford Ranger Raptor. I think that'd be better for it, more appropriate. I kind of thinking of the Ford Ranger Raptor as my next car, to be honest. I kind of would hate to go away from my stick shift and my fun to drive Subaru, but Caden's wanting this car bad. So, or I might upgrade to the TS because I got the TR and now they got the TS out, which has the adjustable. We're getting off topic. Ghost Shadow, don't bring up cars. It gets me off topic. Ghost Shadow said, American 180 is full auto, 22 long rifle, 357 round mag, like a Lewis gun, fires over 1,200 rounds per minute and very reliable. American 180 is full auto, 22 long rifle. I'll have to look that up later and see how they overcome the rimmed cartridge issue, because that doesn't answer how they overcame the rimmed cartridge issue. Just because they did it doesn't tell me how they did it. Officer Tater Hater, we got one last person weighing in here, and it's Officer Tater Hater. Let's see what he's got to say. He said, I think my personal definition of fun is totally different from yours, Yank. My view of fun is a bit more raunchy. Also sent you more emails. I don't know if you know what fun is. Your sense of humor is not raunchy. It's gross. You're just gross. But that looks like that's going to be it for us today. Everybody weighing in there. Sorry for getting off track a little bit. But thanks, everybody, for coming. How about you out there in YouTube land? Of course, I think most of you think they should be legal. We had one person that said no, though, in here. So let's see. What do you think out there? Should they be legal? And if they were, would you want one? And if you had it, would you shoot it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to weigh in on one of these topics in person, come to our live chats, hang out here for the Shooting the Shit episode, and then stick around for our open chat, which we do immediately afterwards, so no one go anywhere. With that being said, I will see you all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe till I see you again.